Hello, 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 hello. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, let me take this board down, honey. How are you today? Let me get this board down first. Hey, beautiful. I'm about to bring you up. I just want to get this board down. Take it down. There we go. Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome back to Spiritual Tea with V and Key. I am your host, Key. Hey, sis, how you doing? I miss you, girl, and I definitely you got to send me your number because I got a new phone. I don't have your number, but you have been on my mind heavily during, so make sure you send me your number. But yes, I want to welcome everybody back to Spiritual Tea with V and Key. I'm your host, Key, and my co-host V is out today, but we're gonna keep it moving. Where the tea is divine and the truth is unapologetic, unfiltered, unedited, and unapologetically spiritual. I will be coming to visit you. You on my list for sure. Hey Lena, how you doing? How you doing? Y'all, let me tell you, she is the best host ever. I went to go visit my sis Doreen. And baby, I couldn't eat nothing else. She had fed me so good, baby, I could barely walk. But she is the best host ever. So but I gotta keep up to myself, y'all. I'm be a little selfish today. All right, well, I have a special guest with me today, and I'm definitely gonna bring my special guest up now. And I'm so excited to speak with this young lady today. How you doing, Tish?
Hey, can you hear me okay?
I can hear you just fine, beautiful. How you doing?
I'm good.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that. So it's just me and you today. You okay with
I'm okay with that. I
that?
think I'm okay with that.
Yes, it's just me and you today. So V had to step away. She had family engagement. So I told her, I said, go ahead, baby. We got this covered. We got this covered. And plus I know the people will love to hear from Tish. So we gonna rock out today. But before we get started, are you gonna come on camera for me?
Yes,
Okay, okay,
I
good.
am. I gotta move some stuff out the
Oh,
way.
take your time, take your time. But yes, before we get started, I definitely want to introduce you to the people. Some know you, some may not, but I would like for the world to get to know you. So I'm gonna introduce you to the people while you get yourself together over there. That's okay. All right. So again, welcome back to Spiritual Tea with B and Key, the space where seekers, feelers, and spiritual curious come to get clarity without fear and the truth without fluff. Today, our special guest is someone who doesn't just read energy, she translates it. LaTisha is a tarot reader, medium, and an intuitive who works with spirit ancestors in astrology and numerology to deliver real messages with honesty, discernment, and a little sass. Her work isn't about guessing, chasing signs, or giving your power away. It's about confirming direction and that moment when your soul says, I knew it. If you've ever felt spirit nudging you but weren't sure how to trust what you were receiving, this conversation is for you. So grab your tea, settle in, and help us welcome LaTisha to Spiritual Tea with V and Key. Yes.
Hey, how y'all doing? How you doing?
I'm doing well. I can't complain. Over here trying to work this screen, honey. Um, I'm gonna get it together one day. One day I'm gonna get it together for sure. Um, and I just want to say hey to the viewers that we have with us. We have Savage Davion, thank you and welcome in. I saw Lena in here, of course, Doreen. So thank you all for tuning in with us. All right. So, oh, girl, it's hot. I don't know where you at. You in Georgia, right?
Yep, it's hot.
It's been unbelievably hot. And
Yeah,
tomorrow we supposed to be in the 30s.
exactly.
I said, I'm just gonna get the third flu together for the house because
I just said at least it allowed me to feel the niceness on vacation and give me the crap
mm,
when I got to go back to work.
yeah. Well, that's a good way to look at it. That's a good way to look at it. It allowed me to get out in nature. It allowed
Yeah,
me to get outside and spend a little time in nature. So I was grateful for that. It's always good to be out in nature. Hey, Coco, thank you for joining. Yes. So I have a few questions for you. I want the
okay.
people to get to know you. I have a few questions for you, but other than that, I want to start with the questions, but I kind of just like to let it flow, the conversation
Yeah.
flow.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, absolutely. And also, if you feel spirit led, of course, I want to give you the opportunity towards the end of the show to get your read on if you would like.
Okay.
All right.
That works.
So, can you share how your spiritual gifts first showed up for you?
Ooh. I believe that, especially the knowing part, now that I'm thinking about it, has always been there as a kid. I was one of those kids who was always told to stay out of grown folks' business. And I knew things, I knew the inappropriate stuff for some strange reason. But I just knew things just to know things. And so always, I kind of shut that down when people were like, stay out my business, stay out of grown folk business. Cause I was just like, okay, well, maybe I'm wrong. And then as I got older, my sister, she would go to psychic fairs. Like she got in trouble for calling the 900 numbers and running my mama's phone bill up. So I was like, okay. So when she found out about psychic fairs, she drugged me along, and I was like, okay. And the psychic fair readers was always like, you can do what we do. And I was like, no, I can't. I don't know what you do. I can't do what you do. That's too much to learn. And so when she passed in 2015, I think that's when I kicked off the journey of trying to figure out what the tarot cards were, what all of this meant. And so 2018, I really started learning and really started tapping in and reading for people, mainly family members and people that would ask me for a reading. And then when they'd be like, you were right, you were right. And I'm like, oh my God, okay, I knew something. And that's what kind of kept me, going and kept me believing that you actually do have some type of gift.
Absolutely. Well, you said a lot right there because first and foremost, you pinpointed how we be having a knowing because I had that knowing as well, but I got in trouble for that knowing. Stay in a child's place. Stay in a child's
Yep.
place. Well, what is a child's place? Well, tell this voice to stop telling me y'all damn business. You don't tell me this, your business, and then don't tell me don't speak on it. So I get you with that. And then it was very relatable. I grew up in a religion based family. So anything dealing with tarot, anything dealing with dead people, anything dealing with them, anything, even scary movies, girl. They was like, yeah, my grandma didn't even let us watch scary movies in her house. We couldn't even play with a deck of cards. Just a regular deck of cards in her house. We played spades. We knew how to play, but we better play it outside. So it was very religious based and fear based. So I love the fact that your sister opened you up to it, but your family, they accepted you. So that's powerful within itself because I know my family probably been trying to throw holy oil or have exorcisms over my ass. If I'd have told them back then, why, especially while my grandma was living, that I was into tarot and stuff, baby, I would have been hung on the cross. You
We didn't do nothing at my grandma's house. We didn't do nothing
Ooh.
at my house. My mother believe it or not, she had a magazine, a crystal magazine. Oh, I remember it like it was yesterday. And she used to get it to the house. But I remember her saying, "Don't tell your grandma, don't tell your grandma." So, in order not to tell my grandma, she bought a crystal wand, and I wish I could have kept it or knew where it went to. But I would play with it. Don't know why I'm playing with it, but I'm playing with it, and that kept my mouth shut.
It was a don't tell your grandma for me. Hey Tootie, how you doing? Welcome in. What you said, Coco? Don't tell grandma.
Mm-mm.
Now, my mom, she wasn't really religious. She just went to church because that was what she was introduced to, and but she wasn't really religious. And when I first went through my spiritual awakening, she called me crazy, of course. But she didn't push against it. She just
Mhm.
kind of was like, whatever, whatever. It don't matter what you do, you crazy. And I was like, okay, whatever. And then I remember she came in one day, she was throwing a fit about something. I'm talking about just toxic energy. And I went and grabbed some sage. Baby, what I do that for? She cut up she cut up sideways, but she mows it on out my house. And I said, you know what? I think the sage made me a real believer in
Mhm.
external things like the crystals, the sage, because I knew I had an inner knowing, and I knew it was something out there, but I wasn't too keen on the crystals and the sage at that point because I didn't know anything about it. But when I used that sage on my mama, I became a believer.
Yeah, it will get rid of it.
Yes. Hey,
It
Shara. Hey, hi, Jamar. How are y'all? Yeah, it got rid of her ass real fast. So I was like, hey, I'm here for it. Yes. So, um,
will.
how do tarot, mediumship, and oracle work together in your practice? Because you've read for me before. Um, Let me just first say, baby, you the truth. You are the truth.
Thank
You are
you.
the truth. But I know that, with tarot is different. It's reading with cards. Mediumship is kind of, spirit speaking to you, energies coming through, and then oracle, that's your read. I get that. But how do you intertwine all of those abilities and gifts together in your practice?
Mediumship is new. Mediumship is something that I truly ran away from. And I remember getting a reading when I met Psychic Fair. One of the ladies, she was like, "Okay, now you know you a medium," and I'm like, "Girl, no, I'm not. What you talking about?" She was like, "Okay, don't let them tell you again." And I was like, "Oh crap!" I knew exactly what that meant. So then I found Ermi, went into the whole mediumship, and realized that it all flows together because the images that they bring, they will show me a tarot card image.
Mm.
Or they will show me the oracle decks that I have, and they'll be like, "Go pull this one." And it all comes together in the messages that come out. Even when I read for you, those two decks that I pulled from, those were the two decks that they were like, "Those are the two that you read for people from."
Spot on.
And it came out and it flowed, and I'm like, "But my mediumship don't look like everybody else. It's like Auntie Pam ain't coming through with the such," and they was like, like, you either gonna trust how we give you the messages or you're not."
I've definitely
And I
related to that.
realized that it all flows, it all comes together in one way, shape, or form.
Yes, I can relate to that too because my mediumship, my readings don't look like everybody else's even. Um, and for a minute, for a while, that my ego was raging. I didn't want you say anything about reading online or reading anybody. I'm gone. Like I'm disappearing because you ain't talking to me. But I had to open myself up and realize, like, you are unique. You're unique. We all are unique. None of us read the same. None of us. But I've always had that knowing, and I'll just sit there and be telling somebody about their whole entire life, like you did me the other day. Read me for fifth, baby. I couldn't even stand up straight. You was reading, but it was exactly what I needed. It was exactly what I needed at that present moment. You hit every single thing that I was experiencing right then and there, and I couldn't thank you enough. I want to jump through that phone and hug you. I was just like, man. So you are the truth. Don't ever doubt your abilities, because you are pure and you are true. So
And that's
now,
what I had to tell my team. I had to say, you know what? When you sit down for a reading with me, regardless to what it is, it's to enhance what you already know. And I remember a person telling me, like, you can't advertise yourself like that, because if I already know something, why am I coming to you? Because you want clarification, you
confirmation.
want confirmation.
Yes.
That is what it is. And when you get to that point where I even had one client say, she was like, why am I paying you for a reading? I was like, I don't know. Because if you knew all of this, you just needed me to confirm. So if you don't come back, I don't care, because I know that I did my job for you to trust yourself.
Yes. Absolutely. And that's what it is. We all have the ability. It's
Mm-hmm.
just some don't take the time or are afraid of the unknown, and so they block it. I did it for years because I remember, and I'll never forget, um my clairvoyance. I didn't know what it was at that time, but I was probably about 6 years old, and an energy came to me, and I described this energy and gave the message to my grandmama. I'm like, well, they said this and that, and I described the energy, and she went and got a picture off the table, and she said, is this who you saw? And I said, yes, that's her. She was in my closet, like, and she said it was her mama. I had never seen that photo before. She only had one picture of her mama. And her mama died when she was 11.
Wow.
And yeah, from that point on, they was watching me real close, monitoring what I watched on TV. I couldn't eat after a certain time. And yeah, it was a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So it is what it is. I'm my it is my hope for this year, this coming year, that more people um open themselves up to their abilities. I mean, we love to do what we do, but they can do it themselves. They can do it themselves. So now your bio says you talk to spirits so that I talk to spirits so you don't have to guess. I love that. I love that. That ties right on into what you just said. You just want confirmation or clarity. I'm talking to spirit so you don't have to guess.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. When I that stood out to me the most. When I saw your bio, I said, come on, Tish, that's what I'm talking about. Tell them again. So you work with mediumship, tarot, astrology, and numerology. When you flow, I've seen you flow with the astrology and numerology. How did you how did you start with astrology and numerology? Was it just a calling? Did it you just resonate with it? Was it something you've always been interested in? Like, where did it come from?
Astrology came from tarot, believe it or not. When you learn tarot, you learn that, like, the major arcana, they associate with the zodiac signs, and they associate with the planets. And so that made me want to learn what the planets do, what actually does it mean when you say Libra energy or Scorpio energy or Saturn energy. What does that actually mean when it relates to the card and separate from that? And so then I learned that numbers are also associated with the planets. And so it just snowballed from there. And the way I started to look at astrology is, yes, I can look at your transits and give you a full reading, but I like the basics of it, of knowing that how Saturn plays, how today is Sunday, so it's sun energy today, and knowing that knowing that the number one is associated with sun and today, like it all goes together. And that's kind of how I gotten into it, one thing after another. But I've always been a numbers girl, but never really knew what numbers meant, never really was like, oh, associating this with this with this. And then I really starting to tap into numerology and learning that your full birth name holds a number. Your name that you go by right now holds a different number.
Mm.
And how even as women and men change their names too, but mostly when women get married and they change their last name, that changes the whole frequency of their name. That changes the whole frequency of what they carry, and your birthday carries a different energy. So it's like when you get married, you do technically change.
Oh wow. I'm so happy you said that. We're gonna pause right there because I do want to say hello to JoJo that came in. I also want to say
Hello.
hello to Nakia and Tootie. Thank you for tapping the screen. If y'all all can tap the screen, I would love that. But you just, hi, pretty to see you just joined in, but you just said a whole mouthful right there because I struggle with that. First of all, the only thing I know about astrology is I can correlate the story of Jesus Christ to astrology. The Son of God, SUN, and the disciples, the 12 disciples. That's my correlation of astrology. I can't go no farther than that. But I'm interested in astrology. It's just I haven't been able to connect it within my mind. So I gotta dive a little deeper. I'm waiting on that class that you gonna introduce. Anyhow, but I struggle with that because when people say send me your name, like for instance, to do a numerology reading for you, I shied away from those because hey Talon, thank you. I shied away from those because my last name is different. Um, my maiden name is what I still go by now. Since my divorce. I go by my maiden name, but legally it's still my ex-husband's last name. And so I don't know how to decipher those with numerology. I'm a little better with numerology than I am astrology. But I know that they both hold different frequencies. Um, and when I really think about it, I miss who I was before I got married. Like I miss her wholeheartedly. Like the energy that she brought, the adventurous person that she was. And did he change my frequency, Tish? Tell the truth.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, because
Ooh.
the numbers that, like, even me, even though I kept my maiden name and I'm a hyphen, that changed.
Wow.
That changed my frequency. That changed who I walk about and how I carry myself, because I think my birth name is a seven, which is all about spiritual awareness, spirituality, and it changed to, I think I'm a six now. No, I'm an eight. And an eight is about abundance, but it still is a different frequency because I'm so used to operating in me, in
Mhm.
myself as a seven. I don't know what it is to operate in this eight.
Wow.
I don't know how to come and follow the rules. And eight is Saturn, and Saturn is about the rules. Saturn is about,
Mhm.
okay, look, what we doing? And I have been so all over the place that to sit down and do this, it's like what?
Mhm. I can relate to that, but you just really dropped some gems. Like I never thought that it was the changing of the frequency. I never even put those two together. I'm just like, he changed my last name and I want my old last name back, but I don't want to pay for it. So,
Yeah. Yep.
but wow. So you just opened Pandora's box for me. I'm going to be digging a little deeper now. So
Yes, because it goes to how bad do you want yourself back? And
mm-hmm,
as women, when we do change our names, men don't understand it takes a lot to get it back. A
mm-hmm,
lot
it
to
does.
get it back.
They wanted me because I live in another state from where I was divorced, and they wanted me to go back in front of that judge. I'm like, I don't even know if that judge is still on this earth. You know, they wanted me to go back in front of the judge, get an amendment, pay them $1,200 just to get my last name back, and I'm like, I just won't use it. So I
Exactly.
don't use it. I only use it when it's something legally binding. Other than that, I don't use it. Y'all would never know. I don't write under it. I don't use it for anything other than on my driver's license. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Um so a lot of people that follow me, I have religious people as well as spiritual people on my page because I just chose to let my page be free and open. I wasn't going through no blocking season or trying to hide who I am. This is who I am. So if you don't like it, there go the unfollow button. But I said that to say for the people who are still indoctrinated and still carry that fear, but are curious of tarot and astrology, how would you explain tarot? How do you explain its true purpose to someone new who knows nothing about it?
Mm. With tarot, I would say just look at the cards yourself. Get the deck. And if you can't get the deck, there are shops that have all the cards laid out. Go through and look at the images. Look at the decks that resonate with you and the pictures that resonate with you. And if you still feel like if your body soul is like, this ain't right, that deck of cards that your grandma said, get out the house.
Mm-hmm.
Reason why is because everybody started with this. This is deep in hoodoo, root work, all these 52 cards right here. They break down the 4 seasons. They break down the years. They break down working with the moon. This deck right here, that's why it wasn't allowed in your grandmother's house because she knew the power of this alone. So you'll see people who say, oh, if you read with a deck of cards, then I mess with you. I fucks with you because you know what you're doing. Well, I didn't start with a deck of cards. I started with tarot. So to transition back to this, you may see me pull a card and you may see my keywords written all over it. That's so I can get familiar and to learn what it is intuitively to read. So if you don't feel comfortable, if it's not in here for you to do tarot, don't do it. It's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Go to the playing deck, go to the deck of cards, and find your way. It will come to you. A lot of times people think tarot, yes, they have the meanings for each card. But once you get past all of that, I told my daughter wanted to learn. She wanted me to teach her. I said, I can't teach you. I gave her the deck of cards that I learned with. I said, you have to intuitively look at these pictures and see what it speaks to you. Because if I teach you, then you're going to know what my way, and my way is not yours. So your readings are not going to flow like mine because you like, my mama said the 2 of Cups means this. No, I want to know what you say of the 2 of Cups. So it's great to find those starter kits out there that give you the tarot and the cards so you can learn your own. But once you learn the basis of it, then it's free. A lot of people, and I pulled a card, a lot of people are scared of the devil. They
Mm-hmm.
think the devil is the devil coming to get you. No, the devil just means that these chains that are around the neck, those are loose. Those are
Mm.
other people's crap put upon you. So you need to take control and responsibility for your own shit and watch the chains break away. Has nothing to do with the devil itself. The next card, the death. People are scared that it means I'm dying. Now, can it tell if somebody's dying? It possibly it can. But a deck of cards can tell you the same thing too. But it does not mean that you're dying. It means that your old self is dying and you are transforming into something new. So that's what makes the tarot cards itself scary or the devil or evil. But they all came from the deck of cards.
Wow. Now you just, baby, you just giving me my whole life today. Because when I tell you, now, you know, I grew up in what they consider the hoodoo capital of, I'm in Memphis. Um, but our history, more people outside of Memphis know the history about behind the hoodoo in Memphis than the people in Memphis. Crazy, ain't it? But I do know that the founder of the Church of God in Christ was a hoodoo practitioner. Now, back then, I just thought my grandma was being my grandmama. But you not telling me that my grandma didn't practice hoodoo. She may not knew she was practicing hoodoo, but she did. We didn't go to the doctors until I remember going to the doctor when I got pregnant with my first child. Before then, my doctors were Grandma Kitchen. Grandma healed me with herbs. She healed me. She would put all kind of stuff. I'm talking about onion on my feet, and I'm funky, but I'm healed.
Yep.
I'm funky, but I'm healed, and I never realized because I have a picture of my grandmother sitting at a card table with a cigarette hanging out her mouth. And so I couldn't grasp why we can't play with these cards, and you to play with these cards. We just want to play a game. And so for you to say that now, I feel like Grandma knew. Grandma knew she was practicing hoodoo. She probably was a practitioner, just wasn't gonna tell little old me because it was secret here because we on the Bible Belt. So most of the practitioners they practice um downtown. They had to go through bars and go to the back rooms, and that's where they practice. They couldn't practice out in open. Hey, Aja, how you doing? Welcome in. Hey Daisy, welcome in. Thank you guys, Lady Z. Thank you for joining us today. They practice in the back rooms of these different clubs like the BB King Club. We had a whole store. It's called A Swap down here on Bill Street in Memphis. And that store sold all of the candles, the herbs, and this and that store has been burned down. It's closed now, but it's still like a monument historic place. But I didn't start learning about the history of my own city until I tapped into spirituality because it's so secretive. It's so secretive here. Like we don't discuss that. You say anything about voodoo, hoodoo, anything, they you know. So yeah, shower, no shower from here. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, showers from here. So it was a secret, right, shower? It was a secret. So the biggest misconception people have about tarot, you've already discussed that, which is they think it's evil. When tarot is really just a divination tool, it's just a confirmation of what you already know, the knowing that was already downloaded in you. So that's amazing. So, how can someone tell the difference between intuition and anxiety when reading cards or receiving messages? This question for me.
Woo. I'm still working on that now. Anxiety is ego based. Intuition usually comes through, it's that first piece that comes through immediately. And then ego's like, wait a minute, that ain't right. And then you start to fester and go into and go into and go into. And it took me a minute to catch on to that intuition is like this, and then it's
Mhm.
gone. And it wants to see, are you gonna listen to that first nudge or are you gonna go ahead and play with ego? And then
Mm-hmm.
that's when anxiety start coming. That's when you get the bubble guts. That's when you just be like, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. And you have to be like, you know what? Screw this. My intuition said do this, so that's what I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna trust that what it said do, I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna let it ride. But it's hard. It is hard trusting that first thing because you still got everything else coming in and going. And you do have to reset yourself.
Mm-hmm. That's
That's
what
so true.
David said. When your anxiety is how you have to reset your day. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Um, for me, even when I'm reading, I've gotten in a habit of shuffling my cards just to stay to push my ego back. So it's like it keeps me focused. And I shuffle my even when I'm not using my cards, I may have my cards in my hand shuffling them, but that's for my focus. So yeah, that anxiety, baby, that ego almost took me out the game.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Ego almost took me. I was like, I don't want to read. I don't want to talk about it. Just leave me alone.
That's what I had in mediumship. I had a deck of playing cards and I was just shuffling and just shuffling. And then
Wow.
the cards would fall out. And the crazy thing, the anxiety, the nine of swords, the nine of spades came out. It just kept coming out. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to calm down. I'm going to calm down. I'm going to calm down. I got this. I got this.
We will never know that you are nervous or because you just flow so smoothly. Your sister might be flowing through you. Your sister might
Yep.
be flowing through you.
Yep.
All right. Hold on. Coco or Lena? I'm just trying to see if I got somebody in here that can mod for me just in case. But we're gonna move it right along. Thank you, Coco. All right. So mediumship spirit and spirit communication. When spirit comes through, how do you ground yourself to stay clean, clear, and protected?
It's funny because I just sprayed it. I have a spray that I made that they gave to me um, before mediumship even started. Before that, I would do Kananga water or I see it. What is it? The other water, Florida water. And I would rub it in my hands and put it on my forehead, the back of my neck, and the top of my head.
Mhm.
But since the spray, I'll just spray it at my feet because I feel like my feet are the first thing really to notice anything, and then I'll spray it around me. And that gives me that protected feeling, and I know I'm protected because if I don't do it, they'll I will get that nudge of where's the spray. I'll just get the inkling to start looking for it and saying, "Where's the
Mhm.
spray? Where's the spray?"
That's a great way to stay grounded. I use Florida water, but Spirit has told me to amp it up. So I am definitely going to amp it up. Um, Conga water. I wanted to know. Look, Coco put it in the chat before I could say it. I wanted to know what is that.
Let me get it.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know why I did that, but
Okay. So it comes
what does it look like?
just like Florida water,
Yep,
but it's
comes
come.
just like boiled water. If I could
So
operate my camera.
give us a little backstory with the Conga water.
So it's another cleansing. It is similar to Florida water. And another practitioner was using it, and I love the smell. I
Mm-hmm.
love the smell. And I was like, what is that? And when I used it, it was like it made all my insides happy. It made it made my ancestors happy. So it's another protective water. It's no different than Florida water. It just has a different smell to it, and it serves the same purpose. and for me, if color is everything, it's brown.
Yes. I got another bottle of
Name one is
protection
good too.
water. And it's pink. And I thought it was rose water. I purchased it, and I'm gonna tell you that full bottle since I used it once, but you will start to pick up on things that are for you and things that are not for you. And that is not for me. So I still have it. Um, I might gift it to someone, if they would like to try it, but that's when I realized I said, "Oh, you got to really pay attention to you because you will pick up on things that are for you and things that are not for you." I know I've said it before. A lot of people swear about obsidian. Obsidian does not work for me the way that it works for others, and nothing against obsidian, but tourmaline works better for me than obsidian does. It's a different frequency for me. So,
Mhm.
um,
Mhm.
I love that you have your conga water. I'm gonna have to try it. I'm gonna have to go to the store and try it. Um,
Ooh.
Spirit has been pulling me to go to this store, and I gotta go when I get my car back. It's a store here called the Broom Closet,
Mm.
and for some reason, Spirit just been telling me to go in it. I don't know what I'm supposed to go in this store and do. But I gotta be obedient, just walk in this store and I'm just gonna stand there and say, I'm hearing that spirit, what you want me to do? So I'm gonna go for sure. And hopefully I can find some conga water there. You love the broom closet. I've
Oh,
never been
see,
to the
there
broom
you go.
closet. Yes, look, I've never been to the broom closet, Shara. I go to Ebo's. And I've also been to Othune's. But I've never been to the broom closet. They do sound bowls there. Okay. I might be
Mm.
getting me a sound bowl or something. Okay. I'll take it. So, what boundaries do you believe are essential for mediums and intuitive readers, Tish?
Boundaries with yourself, understanding what you will and won't do, and hold to that. Um, Boundaries of you may not read, you can't read everybody, you won't read everybody. There are people that, I've refunded. I'm like, look, saying I'm not for
Mm-hmm.
you, and I'm okay with that.
Mm-hmm.
That's another bound. Some people are uncomfortable with that. They may have somebody sit in front of them and they may be pulling teeth, pulling teeth, pulling teeth. If I have to pull teeth, hey, go ahead, get somebody else. I'm not for you. Here's your money
Mm-hmm.
back. It's
Yes.
okay. And also having boundaries with spirit, knowing you're telling your spirit team, hey, this is what I like, this is what I don't like, this is how I want you to show up. And I even had to have a client. She was young. She was graduating high school, and she was like, I don't want the spirits to come and talk to me. I don't want them to show up. And my mom told me that I could tell them to show up in a nice way. I said yes, but on top of that, have them show up in a way that you understand. And she was a STEM girly, so she loved the
Mm-hmm.
robotics and all of that. I said, tell them to show up mechanically. When you're
Mm-hmm.
trying to put a hand together or build a hand or do something in robotics, ask them to show up in that way. Therefore, you will not be afraid because they're showing up in a language that you understand.
That's great advice. That's great advice. I'm gonna take that piece of advice. Show up the way that I understand. Cause spirit be coming to me in ways that I'd be like, what the hell I'm supposed to do with this? Like, let's run it back. Let's run it back. I got you, Coco. When you come, I got you. We gonna go
Me
visit
too.
all the stores when you come. I
Me
got
too.
you. Oh wow. So um how do you handle emotional energy from clients, especially like grief related? But let's go back. So when you said you refunded people for readings, I've experienced where a person has wanted a reading, but they're so afraid that they have a wall up, and it's like I can't penetrate that wall. I can't get into your energy. Even when you tell them to take deep breaths. Also, I've encountered skeptics, and those are the ones that I just look. Why are you even over here bothering me? I don't even want to be bothered. Like you, those are the ones I don't even want your money. So I don't even have the energy to refund your money. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but how do you handle those type of energies from the clients, and then the grief stricken clients? How do you handle those type of energies?
With the grief stricken, I definitely take on their energies, and I can feel the grief, and I can
Mhm.
feel the pain and frustration, and I have to remember to push that aside. And I find myself telling people, I'm not, you may see me laugh. It's not, I'm not laughing about your situation. This is how I push your energy off to the side and I bring mine into play.
Mhm.
And then I will read what I can and I'll let them know. Sometimes when it's fresh, I have had a woman come sit and it was fresh and I couldn't really pull much. I could only pull the basic, I see you have the setup in the house, I see you light the candles and the different things and they love you, they miss you. I could only bring that. And I'm like, that's not worth your time. That's not going to help you heal.
Mhm.
And redirected them to someone else, which was the lady next to me. I was like, she can read, she can get the person and do all that. But for me, I'm only getting surface level, and that's not what you need. And through that grief, they're able to understand. And I had one lady, one client I remember, she was white, but her ancestors, she wanted to know about her dad. Her dad hurt her and all of this. And I was like, girl, I don't think this man, mm-mm. And she was like, what name did he call me? And what? I was like, I don't know. I don't know. This man, I am the wrong person for you to sit in front of because your dad does not mess with people like me. So I don't
Mhm.
know. But I can see that he did hit you or tried to hit you or tried to scare you. I can see that a grandmother stepped in to stop that, even though physically she didn't stop it. But I seen the spirit where it stopped and your dad ended up punching the wall. I seen that. But I don't know what he called you.
Mhm. And there's a lot of people out here. Those are skeptics. Where they want you to tell me more. Tell me more. I can only give you what spirit is giving me. I'm not the genie. I'm just the vessel. I'm just the messenger. You know. So I relate to that as well. Now I do want to tap into Oracle.
Mm-hmm.
For the people who don't know what being an oracle is, can you break it down to them?
Oracle. Taking Rita's class. Oracle is what you know and you allow it to flow. It's what comes to you, it's what your spirit team comes talks to you and you put it out there. And
Mm-hmm.
however way it comes to you, it comes. And as long as you see what you say, hear what you say, feel, you gotta say it. You can't keep none of that bottled in. It's all about, as she likes to say, divine flow. It's
Mm-hmm.
what an oracle means
Yes,
to me.
I took Rita's class too, and for me, the correlation that for me was just um connecting to my Ori is the downloads, the clear cognizance. That's your strongest clear with Oracle is it's the knowing, you know.
Knowing.
It's just the knowing. And so people will be like, Oracle, what's that? And they think we just these magical man, the emojis that that people who don't know put on mediums, oracles, tarot readers, man, it's insane. It's
Yes.
insane. You be
Yes.
like, what?
They think you the Matrix. They think you the
Yes.
Oracle from
Like,
the
how did your
Matrix. And I'm
mind
gonna tell
conjure
you,
that up?
don't bump into the wall, that book gonna fall.
Yes, yes. So, um, this question is for the Oracle, Tisha. What role does free will play in readings?
It has a major, major play. A lot of people like to dismiss it. and say, well, I can bypass free will. Okay, go ahead, bypass it. But what messages I give to you today, that's if you follow the directions or the messages that are given. If you chose or you choose to do whatever it is you want to do in the next day, that's your free will. That's on you. That's for you to do. That's what you felt like you wanted to do. So we may give the messages to guide you, but yet and still your own will to say, because what they even went against God's will,
Mm-hmm.
all the time. People are going against what it said. So your will is what you want to do ultimately. And your will, your right.
Absolutely. We are just the messengers. You got your free will. Absolutely. So I want us to put a pin there because you have another ability as a medium that you don't really talk about, but I've seen it in action. And I'm every time I see it in action with you, I'm amazed. You have the ability of trance mediumship where the spirit just literally flows through you. Like I've heard your voice change. Um, you when you read for me from and my grandfather came through, I saw you, but I heard him.
Mm.
I saw you, but I heard nothing but him, and I was just blown away. Um, how does it feel when you step into those trances, or how coming out of it? Because I'm sure you don't even realize it when you're stepping into it. You're just the spirit is just flowing through you, but coming out of it, once you're made aware, of it, how does it feel for you? Because seeing it on the other side, I'm like, oh my god.
And I have to say that you're probably the first person that's ever said that. And
Wow.
so I probably that's why I dismiss it and hadn't even thought about it. But it felt normal. It felt like, okay, I'm describing to you what I'm seeing as if my eyes were his eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And I could see me going. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm going in here and I'm going. And then in that moment, I can tell I was having a conversation back and forth because I was like, wait a minute, how am I helping her? Showing her the place, showing her where you sit at the table. And it was
Yes.
like, focus. So I'm like, okay, let me go back and focus. And even coming out of it, it didn't feel any different. It was just like, okay, I release it back onto you and I went back to normal.
I was blown away, and that's not the first time that I've seen you
Mm-hmm.
do trans mediumship. Once I want to say we was in a mentorship class, and the spirit got you high.
Oh yes. Yes.
And I
That was
literally
the coca. That was the practice. Yes.
yes, you were coughing and your eyes got so it was hilarious. Coco, you seen that? I ain't
Mm.
seen it. Well, we gonna talk about that at a later time. I ain't seen that one yet. But it's just be like, wow, like to see it. I had never witnessed it I saw it on TV before, but to witness it in real time, in real life, I was blown away. You left me speechless. You always leave me speechless, but that particular time, I was like, she don't realize she was literally speaking in my granddad. Like I had a conversation with my granddad at that point in time through you. It was amazing.
And see, on my end, I didn't hear my voice change. I heard it stay the same. So I'm sitting there like, is we really helping her? Because we just talking about the house. We just talking about moving from here to here. And it's just, so on my end, I don't hear it. And then the time I got high, I was just coughing up a storm. And I'm like, oh my God, whatever y'all smoking, this is some good stuff.
Yes, I was cracking up. I was like, I don't think I ever had a spirit to come to me and got me high yet, but I'm open to it. Like I'm open to it. Oh wow! So I get a lot of energies that just show up for me that I've noticed, and Alicia's been working with me with this because I get a lot of energies that show up that don't even realize they crossed over,
Mhm.
or they will come to me and want me to give a message to a loved one and explain like what happened. It's a lot of like I called them purgatory energies, and Alicia was like, "No, that's that's not it." But I'm like, they stuck somewhere, and they keep coming to me. Like, I'm trying to wash dishes, and he's standing right here telling me to go tell his sister. I don't know what to do with that, Alicia. And then I had a young baby to come to me, and that was like, but my clairsentience, I guess that's what the clair. I'm still learning the names of the clair. I feel so strongly, so I'll be reading and then I'll just burst out into tears or laughter, or and it's like I've had those moments, but I don't know what Coco's talking about when I don't do the full trance. I ain't seen that one yet, Coco. I love you, don't care. Oh, how do you empower your clients without creating dependency? Because a lot of people will just pay to read or pay to read or pay to read without even using their own intuition. So, how do you empower your clients, but also encourage them to create that dependency for themselves?
Um, for me, it's preparing beforehand. And I like to speak to my spirit team, like, give them what they need, not what they want. Give them what they're going to actually listen to move forward. And I always say that, these readings are here to move you forward. I'm only here to light the path. You actually have to walk through it. You know which way you have to go. I'm just the star or the moon shining away like, yep, it's right here. Let's come
Mm-hmm.
on. Let's come on. And I've said, and I guess it's probably because I've had other readers do it to me as well. You shouldn't have to come back to me every day or every other day. Every quarter, once a quarter, that quarterly check in, that's fine. That's
Mm-hmm.
fine. And that's what it should be. But if I'm not helping you or giving you a solution, then I'm not doing my job.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're constantly coming back to me at this point, you just like to give me money. If that's the case, look, hit my cash up. You ain't even got to make an appointment. Just go ahead and do that daily deposit. We good. I'll
Right.
send you a text that says,
Thank
hey,
you.
keep moving forward. Oh my God, you're going to trip, and keep it moving. Like, go ahead. But at first, I will say I was in the beginning of reading, and I didn't have clientele. And I was like, man, why don't I have people coming back? I should have people coming back. And it was explained like, you don't want them to come back. You don't want
Mm-hmm.
them to be dependent. You want them to use their own discernment and just come back in a quarterly, or hell, I've had clients come back in a year and like, you read for me last year. I do not remember.
Right. I can't remember what I told you before we hang up the call. Like because people don't realize like it's not for me to hold on to it. It's for me to release it to you and keep it moving. Half of the time I've been to read somebody and I can't tell you what I done said after I say I give you your energy back and call my back. I don't know what we done talked about. Let's move on. Um but oracle messages support healing rather than prediction. Um, even though that's what I feel. Um, and I lost my train of thought, and it's okay. How do oracle messages support the healing rather than prediction? And I think I can pretty much answer that question along with you because we've saw it in real time taking the class. I will say that I like for when spirit will show me, oh, this is a past memory, or this is something in the present, or this is the future. This is gonna happen in the future. I do like that they distinguish that for me. That spirit distinguish that for me. I can tell if it's past, present, or future. Is it the same for you?
No, I wish they did tell me what was past,
Yeah.
present, and future. But I think for the most part, what I get is what's going on in the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because when I sit with even my oracle cards, when I sit down in the moment, I can feel the person. I can feel what they're going through, and I can see it move away if it needs to, or feel it, and then the cards will kind of tell me the situation, and I'm like, okay, this is probably what you're going through now.
Mm-hmm.
um so I feel like I they give it to me in the present moment.
Yeah, I do clarity readings as well. But like when it's spirit led, it can come. It will show up like, okay, this is a memory. This was you when you was younger. Or if it's something present, it's like they'll show me like, nah, this is happening right now. Or I didn't notice that I was saying it, but someone else picked up on it that I was actually saying, okay, no, this is present, past, present, or future. And I was like, oh wow, like they showing me the difference, you know. So that's kind of cool. But that's also the difference in the uniqueness of different readers because don't none of us read the same. Absolutely none of us.
They
Um,
might show me a pass to get the connection.
mhm.
um and then it's like once I get the connection and they confirm, then it's like it'll warp me to to the present to start. Okay, now we got that out the way. Come on, let's go now.
Yes, so I do want to do. What message does Spirit have for the people feeling spiritually disconnected right now? I do want to do a collective message because I'm actually going to let you do some readings if you feel led to it. Okay,
Yeah,
so yes, I
yeah.
definitely want to let the people, if you would like, do some donation based readings, and I'm gonna sit over here and I'm gonna cut my camera out because I'm gonna just be cheesing. So I'm gonna cut the camera out so I won't be interrupting the readers,
You won't be interrupted.
because I just be over here and mine be like, look at her flow. So, but collective message. What message does Spirit have for people feeling spiritually disconnected right now?
It's a lot of people that feel this way. So I'm hearing the Michael Jackson song, "You Are Not Alone. I am here with you, though you're far away." So you are not alone. Your team, and even if you don't feel like you have a team, you are still not alone. There is someone, something, someplace out there that will help you get connected. And if you want to get connected, it is there for you to connect with. Like the place that's calling you to go to it. Once you step through that door, that's another level that unlocks. They just want you to get there. It could be something on the wall, it could be something in that place. It just wants you to come in so something can unlock. So know that you are not alone. Um, Even if all you got is to talk to yourself in the mirror. It's showing me a pillow. So talk to your favorite stuffed animal, your stuffed pillow. Hey, at the end of the day, that stuffed animal, that stuffed pillow, that whatever, that's your friend in this moment. I don't care if you 30 something, 40 something, 50 something, or even two. We all had that security blanket. We all had that. Go back to that so you can feel that, you know, so you can release.
Yeah.
Because I want to cry. So you're not by yourself.
Ooh, that message was for the collective, including me. Hey, Rita. Shout out to Rita Divine, the Oracle
Yeah.
Connect Guru. Yes. We've been talking about you today,
Talking about
sis.
you, yeah.
But yes, that message was definitely for the collective, but it resonates with me so deeply. And that song, I started to laugh when you said that song. We love you too, because that song was on me heavy the other day, but it wasn't for me, it was for Shara. Literally, the song was just playing over and over my head, and I was like, I gotta give her this message, and she wouldn't answer the phone. And so but eventually that night, she was able to receive the message from somebody else, and immediately after they gave her the message, the song stopped. I hadn't heard the song anymore. That song was driving me bananas. And she would not answer the phone. So if Spirit give you a message for shower tips, Spirit give it to me on a good day, not on one of her bad days. Cause Lord, she ain't gonna let that message come through. But what advice would you give someone who feels called to explore their gifts but is afraid?
Tap into it slowly, because a lot of times you you think with a gift and you're afraid, you think you gotta go full-fledged, like I'm in there and I got to do this. No, start small. Just say, go into it slowly, go into one thing at a time, and get comfortable with it one thing at a time.
Mhm.
But no, if you asked your spirit team, or if you just ask the universe, hey, show me, I know this thing is going around social media, show me how good it can get. Show me how good it can get. And it's showing you, and you like, oh, I'm afraid. Then no, go sit your butt down, because you don't want to know how good it can get. But in order to know that, just take it that is true, one day at a time, one step at a time. As I can't remember word from word, but I think it was Martin Luther King. You can't see the whole staircase. You just have to take one step.
That was for me again. Okay, Spirit, thank you, because that was something that I had been struggling with recently. Seeing Spirit was giving me the vision of what's to come, but the process wasn't clear. And I'm a detail oriented person, so if you want to break me down, give me something, and then don't give me no process. You won. And so they thought. But that was a way of strengthening me, in my trust in my team. So yeah, and releasing that control mechanism that I still have residuals from, because I was like, okay, I released control. I got no, you can still carry those residuals, and they'll bring it back up to you for you to see. No, it's still there. It's still there. Now let's come
Mm-hmm.
on and work through it. So, girl. So I'm a hush, and I will, Mimi. I'm gonna send it to her in a text from here on
Okay.
out. I ain't trying to call Shara again. Uh, but I'm gonna go mute, and I'm gonna let you do your thing.
And that's if anybody wants a card. Even if you want a card pool, you can
Absolutely. Now
put
I
a.
wasn't able to make a board with your cash app because my something was going wrong with my boards. But if you would like from Coco, my mod, to put it in the comments, then she will be more than happy to do so.
You can. It's celestial Tisha. It's celestial Tisha. But even if you don't donate, I feel like I don't come on live enough, and I'm graduating readers class tonight, which I feel like that's a lie, because because them classes went by too quick. Look, I'm still thinking we on class 2, and she talking about some. Well, tonight you graduate. I'm like, wait, what? But I still don't come on here, and nobody really knows that much about me. So even if you
Mhm.
just want to get a card pull and know my how I read, that's fine too. You could put a heart and I'll pull a card for you. I
Okay.
don't mind.
Absolutely. Whichever way you want it to flow, I'm a hush
Cause
and let you open the door.
I gotta show up. Oh, Shara, you putting a heart in the chat. You don't never put heart. So is that for me to read? I got permission, Shara.
Yeah. Look, you better take it, cause
Ooh,
ooh,
what'd you
Charlotte
tell
don't
me,
never give us that.
Shara? Ooh, ooh, okay. Ooh, and two of them came out, and they said pull from this one. Shut up. Okay, there we go. The damn cat. Sorry, you gonna laugh. The cat. And in this deck, it's a hoodoo deck, believe it or not. But this deck, the cat is about luck. The it's about good luck and believing in your good luck. But then we got the here and now. But for me, the here and now came out in reverse. So they want you to be in the here and now, because I feel like this is escapism in a sense when it's in reverse, to where you're doing the past, you're doing the future, but you're trying to avoid the here and the now. And they really want you to operate in the here and the now, because that's where your abundance is. And I don't know if you heavy in your masculine, but yin is the feminine energy. And they really want you to come out of that. I feel like when you're not in the present, you're not in your feminine energy. You're not operating in your feminine. And I want everybody to know that operating in your feminine is not for the weak. It's people think operating in your feminine is some weak shit. No, it's not. That ain't no weak shit. We run from it because we think we still have that inner like, if I operate in my feminine, I'm weak. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna operate in my masculine. But sometimes operating in the masculine is that scapegoat. That's that I'm comfortable here. You have that tough exterior, and we feel like the feminine energy is that softness. Yes, it's soft, but you could be a soft thug at the end of the day. Yeah, that's right. And that's a lot of us. We had to be tough for so long that it's like to operate in the feminine is so foreign. It's foreign as hell. But you got to do it, because the number two, once again, it's about partnership. It doesn't mean get rid of the masculine energy. It's about balance. It's about working together with it. And then you got the 32, which breaks down at a 5. So you gonna have to change. You can't stay over in that spiritual world. You got to come play in the physical. We need you to be on both sides, because there's a cat in the front, there's one in the back, and then even the skulls. I gotta get my camera right. There's even 2 skulls here. So it's all about working together for that luck to come through. And that's what I got. Yeah, because it's time for you to change. That's why it's time for you to be flexible. You have been rigid. You have been, it's my way or the highway, and they like, then what do you want us to do? This is your team. Like, what do you want us to do? Which it's your way. Okay, then fine. Go ahead. Let your way be your way. But the 5s are there because they want you to be flexible with it. You got to be able to bend and allow them to help. Because that's another thing for everybody. When we come in on our spiritual team, we ask them to help, letting go of the control of that, how they show up, how they're going to help. We have to let that go. We have to let them do what it do.
I'm almost afraid to ask for a card.
And I
Oh.
release your energy, Shara. Rita.
Woo.
I see the heart, Rita. What do we have for Rita? Rita, Rita. That's right.
You her oracle teacher.
Ooh, I think this is. Oh, she came out again. And
No.
these cards have no words. So Rita, yep. Rita, I got thinker. And with 44 being an 8. And Rita, you have been, when I see thinker, I think about all the things that you have been through, all the things that you are doing, and all the things that you are going to do. You have been shifting and changing and leaning into spirit, leaning into your physical changes as well. Because with 44 is the master manifester. Okay. So it's here about, and you will laugh because it's about power with purpose. Power with purpose. That's what 44 is for you. It's divine order. Don't be obsessed with results. Think about it. Make sure you write it down, follow your plans, but don't overthink it. That's where it's getting to me. Okay, don't overthink it. But then you got this beautiful card. And this card is the antenna to spirit. And I know that I think your hair is growing back because you cut it, because you're trying something. You're doing something new, you let it go. But this is about our hair, our strands, and how it can connect to the spirit realm. This card is meant for you to trust in the messages that you already received. Your crown is the place where all divine communication takes place. You already received the messages. And I keep hearing, I am not my hair. So you let it go for a reason, because you are not your hair. You are still receiving the messages, because guess what? You can't cut your skin away. You can cut your hair away, but guess what? Your hair does what? It grows back. Why does it grow back? Because we are not cutting the inside. We are not cutting the roots out. We are just cutting this off, and it's going to grow back, and it's going to still connect. You have not cut off the connection from spirit. And that's anybody who cuts their hair. You can't cut the root unless you surgically go in. Even for people who have alopecia, because I'm hearing that too. Even for people who have alopecia, I'm sorry, you may not physically grow hair, but guess what? Those roots are still in there. Your connection to spirit can never be taken away. It never can be taken away. Because it's more than the hair. It's what's coming out. It's the connection. So don't overthink, Rita. Don't overthink. Because your connection, it's always there. And that's what I have. And
Yeah.
if y'all looking for something to tap into, like I haven't been this comfortable with these, and these don't have names or messages on them, so I have to go back and look at the book. Y'all need to make sure y'all tap in with Rita and take her oracle class. And I think she's changing it to something else too.
Yeah.
It's gonna call Divine Align. Lady
So,
Z.
yeah,
Yes.
man, look. Ooh, look, tell them don't get quiet now. To Charlotte, talking about to where your heart at. So I think we had Lady Z She put purple hearts, but I think if you can confirm, Lady Z, if you wanted a carpool, and Coco, if you can confirm that's what you wanted, and you can do mine privately. Like, look. Okay, so yes, Lady Z, Coco. Yep.
Hold on. I think this is the tree. Yeah, it is. Mm, makes sense. Okay. So for Lady Z, I got chopwood, and it's time for you to clean up. It's not just clean up physically, but clean up spiritually. Um, because the clutter of the mind, the clutter of just all around is cluttering up your voice. And I don't know if you need to get people out of your house, but it keeps making me focus on the broom. Either turn the broom, as they say, upside down and get the people out your house, or to get said energies out your house. But then also, I got the weeping willow, which it appears for sadness. And if you're mourning someone, um, it's time for you to rest assured that there will be life after this ordeal. So like when you clean up the house, you clean up the people, places, and things in your life, even cleaning up the emotions that we have. Once you clean that up, everything will get better. You'll be able to feel like yourself again. Even with the weeping willow and the sadness, and if you're going through grief, I don't know if you're going through grief, but letting it process, and letting it process in your own way. I'm physically clean, but I do need the emotion. Yes, yes, because it's blocking me from my heart to my throat. It's blocking. So I don't know if you trying to, even if you're not trying to love someone else, but even loving yourself, it's like it's hard. It's hard for me to do because I got too much shit right here and it's just building up. So definitely clean it out and you'll be better. It will get better. I know people say that, but it will. It definitely will. And that is what I
Yes.
have for you.
I think she froze for just a moment, but she gonna come back. There
I'm
you go.
back. I'm there.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yep. And that is what I have for you. I release your energy. You're welcome.
All right. Go.
Coco. Okay, what are we doing now? Coco, if you haven't been, I'm gonna need you to start. I'm gonna need you to start dancing, maybe, because I'm hearing the rock your hip song. So we need to move some of this energy. And the card that came out is round and round. So you keep going round and round about something. But maybe you need to move your body around and around. You need to loosen up. You need to move. It got the flow, honey, because you keep going round and round about I love you, but the same stupid shit. Stop. You got to find another way to get it out. Like, and it's funny because I heard Tevin Campbell before, but oh shit, and it was the song. That's crazy. Yes. I heard the Tevin Campbell song Round and Round. I was like, no, no, we not doing that. No, that's not it. And then right after I said no and dismissed it, Rock Your Hips came out. So you definitely need to move around. Even if it's with yourself. I'm gonna get out get out that energy. But this one, we have the offering and sacrifice is what this called. Give freely with a happy heart. It is time to express gratitude for all the blessings that you have, all the connections that you have made, whether it be with yourself, ancestor spirit, loved ones. It is time for you to appreciate the connections that you have. Lean into those connections that you have, because maybe leaning into those will stop you from going around and around off the dumb stuff, because it's time to let it go. Because all you doing is what it used to be, what they call roly-polies. You know, when you mess with a roly-poly to roll up and roll around. No, we're tired of you rolling around, because that is another way to escape, is to roll up and roll around and roll out the way and then pop out in a new place and think that it didn't follow you, but it did. Because 25 is a 7. And I know you've been in your bag. I seen you. And I'm happy and I'm proud of you for that. I'm proud of you for showing up and doing your shufflemancy, because it has helped more people than you think. You think it's just the people on the outside. It's a lot of people on the outside watching and receiving the messages. And this is spiritual awareness. You continue on this, it'll allow you to continue to open up and no longer roll out, because you can't run anymore. And I hope that resonated with you, Coco. But that is what I have for you.
About to throw this phone. I told you, Coco, Shuffle Mancy was it, girl. Oh, we sending you love. Yes. What she said. Okay, so we just got one more,
Mm-hmm.
and that's Miss KK. KK, I just want to confirm that that's what you wanted. Aja, are you asking for a reading? I know you've been here. I see. Okay. Yes, the KK. And,
Okay.
and then that'll be good. But I ain't going. You can keep my call. Oh. Okay, I think it's just KK.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't see.
KK. Um, I keep hearing that song, um, Gang Gang. I be outside with my gang. Chuck your gang signs if you gang bang. And then the card that came out is not for you. So whatever it is that you've been questioning, it's not for you. No, it's not for you. It's not. It doesn't align with your people. It doesn't align with your gang. Like your spirit team, if you're into that, it don't align with your gang. So they not rolling with you. If you finna, no, they don't want you to do that because they not finna roll with you if you do. Now they say they not gonna roll, but they gonna be in the background. But they gonna let you trip and fall. They gonna let you scrape your knee. They gonna let you bump your head because they didn't told you that's not the way that we roll. That's not how we go. And with six, you gotta listen to yourself. With six, it's about that home, that family. So for you, your family might be your physical family. It may be the family that you made. You gotta listen to how they roll, how your spirit team rolls. And then we have this beauty walking by the moonlight. And this is following your path, the path that you want to walk down. And it may seem scary to walk down this path, but the moon is there to guide you. You have just enough light that you need. And the key word there is what you need to walk down this path and complete it. Because once again, you are stepping into your abilities. You are stepping into your psychic, intuitive, your womanhood, your all of that. And in order to walk, you need to know that it's about you. And if it's not for you. It's not for your people. Like they rocking tough. That's probably why you sing it all the time. It's because your team is rocking tough with you. Like if it ain't fucking with them, it's not. It's a no go. It's a no. So walking your path, and then that's crazy. You got a moon in your profile pic, and you walking the path. Continue to walk that path, and know that you can do it alone. Like you don't need anybody. Mm-hmm. Yep. So that's what I have for you. Making sure you know you're a warrior. Oh shit. And I don't know if you can see because my camera. I'm trying to figure out this phone. Um, she's carrying something with her.
Mhm.
So no, you got that piece on you. Whether a physical piece or a spiritual piece, you got that weapon, you got that thing on you. You carry it tough, okay? So ain't nobody finna fuck with you. I don't care which way they flip it, roll it, or try to. They ain't gonna fuck with you.
And
And
your
that's what I got
team,
for
and your team in the back like gang gang.
you. Exactly.
Oh, I love it. I love it. So, only if you have the capacity, I just would like a card.
Ooh, these songs. I ain't got that many songs. Aja, I don't know who sings it. Oh man. But if you think you're lonely now, wait until tonight. But if you think you're lonely now, wait until tonight. Mm. Mm. Okay, Bobby Womack. Ooh, it's time to let go. Yeah, I got it. Time to go. And 9:45 is a 9. So 9 talks about letting go, completions, endings, things that no longer serve you. It's time to go. It's time to step into your, I want to say, your leader self, your leadership. You are one. It's time to tap into your you, because them people are holding you back. People, places, and things, and heavy on the places and things. It's stifling you. It's time to walk that bridge. And when I look at that bridge, it may be rickety. It may be full together. You don't know if you're gonna step on one and it's right. We don't care. You got to get out of there. You got to go. As they say, hopscotch over that thing. Because, and I don't know if you feel like it. That makes a lot of sense that this is your personal year 9. So yeah, you did have to shed. You had to let go a lot of things. Because with this card coming out, may look scary, but it's these spiritual attacks, things coming at you, hardships, hurts, pains, traumas, the things that you are now learning to heal from or have healed from. They had to come in order for you to truly let it go and let it burn away and allow yourself to show up fully and accept the fact that you have shedded everything that you needed to
That
share.
energy
Shed.
high. Welcome back. There she go.
Oh,
That energy get high.
we because also what came out was the bell. And with the bell, you are being made aware. And you know that now, you know that it's time to wrap things up. That's what the bell is. And it's showing me that old Dave Chappelle when he had that little sign that said, wrap it up, wrap it up. That's all this is saying. Wrap it up. Let it go. The attacks, you can no longer sit in that because your team got you. You've been healing from that. And you have been showing up while you're in the process of healing. You've been showing up. And it's been coming through. And when you say veil, what do you mean? I mean, I know what you mean by veil, but because this 1 year, this 10/1 year, you have got to show up. You have got to come through. Because if you don't, then you went through all that, you let go all of that for what? If no one else or nobody else, you got to show up for you. Because there's some people, I was asking, oh, the card, is it like the veil? Yes. Yes, it is. And the bell, Bell, bell of showing up and coming through. It's some people that are waiting, or some places that are waiting on you not to show up, or are waiting on your downfall. Ooh. Ring that bell. When you get it, ring it all over your house, ring it over you every time that you come home, because it's people that are lurking. They're lurking and they're feeding. And when you do show up and show out for yourself, it's going to be a surprise, bitches. Because I keep hearing, oh, surprise, bitches, surprise, bitches. You going to have them fucked up. Because they think your butt is down. And you going to have them fucked up because you going to show up like, yeah, whatever. This is me. And that is what I have for you, Aja. Thank you. I release your energy back to you. And I just want to say thank you, everybody, for giving me the opportunity and the chance to actually do this. Because like I was telling Keisha, I was like, I don't know. I ain't really showed up like that.
Yes, but this is just now season. I just keep your now season, your now season. I'm gonna get my car out for her because she ain't gonna tear my ass up on her. You gonna tear my ass up on her. Ooh, you did amazing. Which I already knew you would. Look at Shara. Don't be a hater. That's not fair. Okay. If you have the capacity, if not, say no. If you have the capacity, I guess I'll go on and let them hear what you got to say.
Okay. So the song that keeps playing for me is "Come On in the Room." I don't know if that's the name of the song, but every time I hear that gospel song, that's the first thing I hear is "Come on
The
in
church.
the room," and
Yeah.
the hands is like, "Come on." Have you been getting messages? The only reason why I ask because message in a bottle. And for me, messages in the bottle is it, it talks about the messages that come in the most unconventional way. Because you don't know if you're gonna find a message out at sea. It just randomly comes up. But they want you to listen to those messages. And this has an old school phone in the bottle.
Wow.
And that old rotary dial phone. Okay, I'm gonna say it because I see it. Go and get you one, or somebody has one of them old phones. Pick it up and pretend like you talking to us.
This got my grandma reading all over it.
Because because I think last time you got the black cat, but this time you got black eyed peas. And black eyed peas, you know, protection from evil eye and good luck. It's time to get in that kitchen and whip you up something that's crazy because it's the new year and we all know what the black eyed peas represent for the new year. Once you whip some up, it says expect to be covered and protected from those who are envious, jealous, or hateful towards you. So grandma knew. She knew about them cards. If this the same grandma, she know about what them black eyed peas can do. And this why I ain't like my grandma, because she used to make me eat them. Couldn't stand them.
That's
In your new home, yes,
yes.
make them. If you
Yes, I
don't want to make them, just sprinkle some. I don't know what sprinkle some in the corner mean. It's almost like how we put salt in the corner. Maybe you may have to put one or two or three in the corner or what have you. But they really want you to pay attention to those messages because mm, you are you are protected, and you may not feel it. You may not feel like you're not doing enough, but you are protected. That's just another way of showing you that regardless, you are protected. You doing exactly what you need to do because you getting the messages. You getting them old. And another thing, something about old timey. So maybe you getting messages in the old timey type of way. Maybe it is the old gospel songs because I don't know too many gospel songs. But doggone that one. And then with the hand, It was like, come on.
Mm-hmm.
Come on in the room. Come on and talk. Come on, talk to us. Because we going to tell you which way to go. As long as I've seen this card. Because he has a compass. He has a binoculars he's holding on to. So we're gonna show you the way. Just allow us. Because the only way the messages would have got to you, if it wasn't in that water, it would have got stuck. Water allows things to flow. So once again, here's Rita in my head again. And probably in yours too. You gotta let it flow. You can't, there's no stopping it. Oh gosh, ain't no stopping us now is the next song.
Oh, that's that grandmama that I was telling. That's her all over this. Yes. And I can feel the presence of my ancestors. I feel the love. I feel it. Thank you. I need it. I've been feeling disconnected, and but I stay with myself, and instead of getting upset because I felt disconnected, I sat there and I've been working on regulating my nervous system. So I haven't been on social media. I posted a couple of videos, but I haven't scrolled or done anything other than just tend to myself. And I before we went live, I sat on the porch and I just, said my affirmations and looked at the sky and talked to my ancestors. So for you to give me this, I got chills. I got chills. But you once again, you done it again. But this time you didn't whoop my ass. You gave me a message of love. So,
Yes.
so
Yes.
I'm grateful. Thank you so much. You are so amazing. I can't wait to see you up on that billboard and hosting your own event and everybody coming and you the headliner. And we gonna be the vendors. I just can't wait.
Yes. Yes.
I can't wait.
That's coming soon.
Yes.
I'm speaking that into existence. That's coming soon.
Yes. She
I
is.
like that.
She
I like
is.
that. Thank you, Coco.
Yeah, so we want to thank y'all for tuning in with us today. Tish, how can the people reach you? How can they book with you? How can they follow you? She is too. She fire. She is fire for sure. And how can we
Thank you.
how can they connect with you? Because I'm connected.
I am Celestial Tisha on TikTok. Um, my link is in the bio. Finally, it is in the bio. And on I think Instagram, I'm Celestial Tisha or Celestial Current. And then on YouTube as well, I'm Celestial Current LLC. Yeah, Celestial Current LLC. But mainly TikTok, I'm there, Celestial Current, and my link is in the bio. You can reach out to me. I'm not gonna DM you, but
Right.
I ain't that big. I ain't gonna DM you and ask you what's your energy. No, I'm not gonna do that. But feel free to reach out if you need to. I'm also in Army's Discord. I'm in Rita's Discord as Stay Fly or Tisha Stay Fly in the Discord. So if you happen to be in the Discord, I'm in there too. So yeah, and thank you, Aja, too. Thank you. It is time to be
Well,
seen.
I don't know why I'm being told to tell you this, but I'm gonna tell you. Your team said make all of your names the same on every
Same.
platform.
That's what I gotta change. Yep,
Hmm.
that's what I'm working on.
I said I'm not finna say that, and I heard it again. So let me go and say it. Make all your names the same on your platform. So yep, because your time is now, love. And I'm so grateful that you was able to come on and talk to me. And
Yes, thank you for inviting me. I really appreciate this. I really
yes,
do.
and this won't be the last time. This won't be the last time. um. So yeah, it my goal with the podcast. Of course, Miss V will be back next week, y'all. We missed her on today, but she will be back with us next week. And our goal is to keep it creative. So you never know what we're going to pop out with. So just stay tuned. But we want to thank you all for chilling with us on this Sunday afternoon. It's just the beginning of your big journey. Yes, come
Yeah.
on, man.
Yeah.
We look forward to you guys tuning back in with us on next Sunday. But until then, we love you and have a wonderful evening. And Fish, I'm going to call you.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.